Instagram Mythbusters Part 2 with Haley Hendel and Anna Koyman. How you feeling?
I am so excited that you're here and cannot wait to talk about our topic today.
Absolutely. So eating like a bird or eating like a rabbit is the best way to lose weight or to maintain your weight. And eating protein will turn you into bodybuilder. Not true, right? Why is it so important to eat protein?
There are so many benefits to incorporating protein into your diet. One of the biggest ones for women and men is that it's going to help your bone density, right? As we age, bone density decreases. That's a huge one, but it's also going to help you lean and tone. I think that a lot of women have this preconceived notion that eating protein is going to make you like just absolutely huge. And that's just not the case at all. Protein is going to keep you full. It's going to keep you satiated through each and every one of your meals. And it's also going to make you less likely to pick unhealthy options when you're going to have snacks.
Absolutely. So if you're somebody who can try to have protein at every single meal, a lean protein, whether it's chicken, whether it's fish, whether it's eggs, whether it's Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, if you're somebody who can do that all the time, you're more likely to lose weight or maintain the weight that you are at if you're at a healthy weight. So let's talk about chicken. Number one, sometimes it's not always easy to get a whole chicken and roast it, but you know what? There are some easy options like this from Trader Joe's or Harris Teeter or Whole Foods that are pre-made already. They're pretty good, some of them.
Yes, I love those. That's a great option to keep on hand. Throw it on top of salads, right? Salad is a great thing to have for lunch or for dinner, but by itself, it's not going to give you all the components of a solid, balanced meal. Adding protein is a great thing to do. You can also add beans to salads, chickpeas, right? Nuts are a great addition as well. They're also going to give you those healthy fats that are going to keep you full, and they're going to give your body exactly what it needs.
Now, since all of these are in packages and we can look at the nutrition labels, let's look at the back, because one of the best sources for protein is going to be a lean meat like a chicken. So this one serving has 17 grams of protein versus one serving of beans, which would have
half a cup has 7 grams of protein. So a little bit less protein, but you're still getting it, right? This is a great vegan option as well.
Yes, and same with nuts. So a lot of people think nuts are really high in protein, and really they're really high in fat, healthy fats that are going to keep us satisfied as well.
Yep.
And there's a bit less protein in the 6 grams here in pistachios, but it's still a lot more than what you would get in fruit or vegetable.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And eggs are another great one that is a really easy thing to have for breakfast. You can hard boil them, fry them, scramble them, however you like. But an egg has about 6 to 7 grams of protein, which is huge. And instead of just having one egg with your breakfast, I challenge you to have like 2 eggs with breakfast. Add some chicken sausage, right? Adding that protein first thing in the morning is going to help keep you full, and it's going to keep you just energized throughout the entire day, and you want to do it first thing.
Yeah, so having protein doesn't just mean having a protein bar or protein powder or something like that. Eat whole foods.
Yes.
Next up, cottage cheese. I think this is so underrated by so many people. And when we lived in Australia, the cottage cheese there is so foul compared to my favorite brands here. So it was really hard for me. I love cottage cheese. It's great to have with peaches or something like that. You could even have that as a tasty, healthy dessert if you crave something sweet after dinner. At night, I use cottage cheese. I eat it with my cereal instead of just having regular milk, so I can get some more protein that way. And even with my lasagnas, homemade lasagna, instead of using ricotta cheese, which is very high in fat and lower in protein, use cottage cheese, and it pretty much is a perfect spot.
Speaking of cottage cheese and pasta, have you ever used cottage cheese to make Alfredo?
Alfredo, yes, that's really good too.
I swear it's better than anything you'll get in a jar. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not better than homemade, but it's higher protein, which again is going to add more protein to your meal, keeping you full for a longer period of time.
Team cottage cheese, very
We're
underrated.
team cottage cheese.
Next up is yogurt. So you go to the grocery store and you look at, I mean,
there's too many yogurts out there. It's kind of overwhelming, but
it is.
These are great options.
Greek yogurt does tend to have more protein than regular yogurt, so that's a good thing. Look for the Greek, but also you want to have the plain. If you can get your kids accustomed to it, get your own taste buds accustomed to it, because if you look at the label on this, 4 grams of sugar for the plain versus the one, and this isn't even really that bad compared to a lot of them, 17 grams for the mango flavor, right? So the ones that have like the fruit on the bottom, they're very delicious, but think of them more as a dessert.
Yes, and these are so easy to take a plain Greek yogurt. My kids have definitely made that shift from a Stony Field or something with a higher sugar content to the plain Greek yogurt, which is higher protein, less sugar, pure maple syrup, adding peanut butter to it, a little bit of cinnamon. Those are great options, or even honey, right, to give it that natural sweetener. Local honey is also great if you are someone who struggles with allergies, but having this plain Greek yogurt and just adding fruit to it, whether it's frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries, and mixing it up together gives you that same feel of having that yogurt, but with a lot less sugar in it.
Yep, and if you're somebody who's trying to stay away from supplements and you don't want protein powder, just pop that into your smoothie as well. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, pretty tasty.
Yes.
I also like to swap Greek yogurt for sour cream. We don't even buy sour cream in our house, so when we make tacos, a little dollop of that, you could swap it out for creme fraiche as well. I actually had a cookbook that was a Greek yogurt cookbook, and I culled it at some point between our international moves, and I'm so angry. I should try to find it again because it's so good. And it really is important to, if you're somebody who isn't educated about food and nutrition and all of that, to learn to read your labels. And it's great to, if you've got some extra time in the grocery store and your kids aren't pulling you in a million directions, to compare, because one is not the same as the next necessarily. There's also Greek style yogurt. It's not Greek yogurt. It doesn't have as much protein
exactly.
either.
There's always a better option out there. It may take you a little bit longer that first or second grocery trip, but after that, you really start to understand. You're like, okay, I'm gonna take the time here to really understand what I'm putting into my body. And having that protein throughout the day is so huge because like I said, it's gonna give you that energy. It's gonna keep you full. It's also going to just help your body, right? People who
helps your brain function.
It does. And people who eat more protein are less likely to have things like diabetes or cardiovascular disease. So having that lean protein is doing so much more for you than you actually realize. And it's not going to make you bulky. It's not going to give you these huge bodybuilder muscles, right? It's actually going to help you reach the goals that you have for your fitness as well.
Do you have any tips for when you're a busy mom on the run? So for me, if I am eating out at a fast food restaurant or something, very often I'll say, leave off the cheese and put an extra chicken breast there on the salad or on the sandwich or something like that.
Like I said, I think a lot of times women are afraid to do that because they're afraid to increase their protein. But that is one of the best things that you can do. And honestly, when you're going to get a salad out, the protein portion is probably going to be a little smaller than something that you would give yourself at your house, right? When you're cooking from home. So adding a double portion is huge. Another great one that we don't.
Skip the fries instead. Just swap one or the other.
Exactly.
Right?
And another great protein source that we don't have here, tuna, cans of tuna are great, or fish as well. Salmon is an awesome thing. It also has omega-3s in it. Those omega-3s are going to just help you, right? That's healthy fat, that's good for your body, high in protein, and you want to make sure with fish that it is fresh, it is not farm raised.
Yes. Perfect. And you want it to be super fresh. Buying fish on sale, I used to do that sometimes and I've had too many bad experiences with that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this. We've had fun today, haven't we?
It's been a good day.
Yes. Haley Hindle from Instagram. Make sure you follow her there. She's got amazing refrigerator clean out videos and stuff that will certainly get you inspired. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, save, subscribe, do all the things. Hit the notification bell to find out when we're going to release our next video. Thanks again.
Of course.
We'll see you next time.